Hello, it's the Green Hunter, and welcome to my reaction/review of My Next Life as a Villainess, Episode 2. I'm finally back, guys. Let's do this. And remember to give the video a like, comment down below on how I can make this video better, and share it on Twitter and subscribe. That would really help out the channel. Yep, she first started off as a mimic, now it's become a hobby. Oh no, they're dying! Aha! Friendly compliment battle.
お茶会の招待状が届いているのだけど、行ってみるかい？
お茶会？無理です、旦那様。カタリナはこの通り、全くマナーがなっていないのですから。
キースについて行ってもらったらどうだい？キースがいれば安心だろう。
Yeah, basically he'll be your trainer in manners. Funnel! Aw, that's so sweet. Aw, she's so sweet. Mary. Oh, she's shy. Wow, a beautiful garden. The artwork in this series really is beautiful. Oh, that's Mary. Oh, she looks so cute. Yeah, why are you out here by your own? Oh, she likes the garden so much. Aha! Who is this gardener? It's you. You did all this? Wow, you and Katarina are gonna get along just right. Calm down, Katarina. She is shy. You don't do that to a shy person. She's gonna overload. You're gonna break her. Yep. She's a real tomboy. Yay! A girl's play date! Yep, she wasn't lying. Yep, those are poor, pitiful things. It is coming from a farmer. Be confident, girl. Yep, just what she realized. Fertilizer and water. Wow, she's getting strong. Farmville the anime, everyone. Aw, they're so sweet together. They're getting to just have a good little friendship. Aw. Look! Now they're not wilted. Come on, have confidence. You did this. That's right. She has a green thumb. Looking down at it like it's not green. Aw, she wants to be friends. Oh, so she had an evil stepmother, basically. That's basically been putting her down. Really? She'll be engaged to Alan? Is every girl at this age, in this time period, gonna be engaged? Yeah, what about it? Wait, what? Oh, here we go, a game plan. I see, so Alan basically grows up to basically try to make up for being in his brother's shadow. Yeah, so in the end, Mary just gets tossed aside. Oh, she used the same green thumb line. Wait, is she going to fall in love with Katarina? I bet you so. Oh, so she got that from the game subconsciously. Are these girls just bred to accept engagement at their age? That's good. He likes your gardening.
ことを言われたのね。そうなのね。はい。カタリナ様に言っていた
Wait,
だい
you
たことを
told him
アラン様
what
にお話ししましたの。
she told
ユー
you?
ミの方から
Why would you do that?
カタリナ様からあんな風に言っていただいて本当に嬉しくてついお
Oh,
話し
she's
してしまいま
definitely
した
got a crush on Katarina. Oh, he is mad.
遅かった。お前に話がある。
Yes, what do you have to talk about?
メアリハントのことだ。
What about her?
彼女は俺の婚約者になった。知っているか？
はい、
Yes.
存じております。
知っているならみんな
Wait,
に誘惑す
you
るな。
think that just because she's real friendly with Katarina, she can't be friendly because she's not giving you enough attention?
純粋なメアリをたぶらかして。
Oh, he is so jealous.
誘うタイミングが悪いだけだし、あなたの話がつまらないからよ。
Oh, he called her boring.
本当に魅力あ
まで面と向かってバカにされたのは初めてだ。
Oh, is she gonna get hurt because she spoke out against her
いい
prince?
覚悟だカタリナ・クライス。
Wait.
その
Ah,
暴
he
言を
accepts
俺
it
への
as a
挑戦として受
challenge.
け取る。
Fight, fight,
俺と
fight.
勝負しろ。
Ah, tree climbing. I bet I know how this is gonna go. Katarina will win.
誰かにお母様の
His bodyguards are trying to persuade him away from this, but he's too stuck up to realize.
先について
Here we go.
用
One,
意始め
two, three. Slow motion. She just climbed up there. No wonder she was called a little monkey.
お坊ちゃまが
Exactly, past life knowledge.
よろしいですか
Those eyes, that's the evil face. Okay. Oh, he's been trying all afternoon just to get up the tree. This is humiliating.
カタリナ・クライス、もう一度勝負。
Another day. Fail. Another day. Fail.
今日から
Another day. Fail.
カタリナ。
But they're going to start forming a friendship after this. Oh,
ここは僕の婚約者の家なのですから
don't let your older brother overshadow you. I don't like that music. He's trying to belittle his younger brother.
する。
そうだ
Piano playing competition. That's a pretty good one. Ah, Katarina's pretty good at piano as well. Beat that, Ellen. Let's see how he'll do. I mean, look, even the maid is swooning over him. He is truly a Beethoven. She's just shocked. Yeah, that was awesome, Alan.
そんなことありません
Yes, it was.
別の曲のように聞こえました素晴らしい才能をお持ちなのですねカタリナの言う通り本当に素晴らしかった
Yeah,
です
your
よ
older brother's even praising you.
ないくせに。
Don't put yourself down. What's wrong with you? They're just trying to encourage you. He has so much self-doubt that when people encourage him, he just runs away.
どうせ俺は何もできない。
Yes, you
ジョル
can.
ドも残り数だ。
アラン様はどうしてそんなに自信がないのですか
生まれてからずっとジョ
Huh.
ルドと比べ
In
られ
that
て。
way, him and Mary are perfect for each other.
ジオルドにいいところを全部持っていかれた残りカスタと言われ続けて、どうやって自信を持てと言うんだ。
Yeah, I guess when your parents make you feel like that, it's hard. Oh, evil Katarina Gossip Face engaged.
揃えたのですきっとあれが苦手なのです
Is that like a
あれって
snake?
なんだ？
カタリナどこですか来ましたわ
He's gonna play a practical joke
ジ
on
ョ
him.
ルド様の苦手なあれとはあれよ
Oh, yeah, it's a lizard. Mr. Perfect Boy is not Mr. Perfect.
幼稚の弱点はこれは破滅の危機を迎えた時に
Awesome game version.
カタリナ、
Uh-oh.
これは一体何でしょうか。
それは
まさか
Evil
こんなものを投げつけたりはしないですよね。
Well, she's got Alan on her side. This episode, you had Katarina going to a tea party, basically, and making friends with this really shy girl who doesn't have many friends, who basically has an evil stepsister, and she is very unsure of herself and doesn't have a whole lot of confidence. And then Katerina swoops in and says, I've got a problem. And then she finds out that that girl is good at fixing that problem. And so the girl helps her out and they become fast friends. While on the other side, you have the girl's fiance getting jealous of Katerina, and so challenging Katerina to a challenge, basically. And the challenge is tree climbing, and he fails miserably because in Katerina's previous life, she was an expert tree climber. However, what begins to happen is as the young man, I will get into his name later, continuously re-challenges Katerina for a rematch, they become rivals not in the way that he hates her, but that they're friends. This all culminates when they have a piano duel and he blows Katerina out of the water. Only he is too down in himself to think that he's good at anything, and he runs off and Katerina chases after him. Katerina then explains to him that everyone has flaws. Now I bet you're wondering why I went all the way around the world giving you a simple, bare bones synopsis of the episode where I normally don't do that. It's because unlike the other episode and unlike most anime episodes I've ever watched in my life, this episode hits you over the head with a central theme, and that theme is confidence and how to be confident in yourself and what makes a person confident or non-confident. So Katrina met Mary at the tea party. Mary is a lonely, shy girl who has a great knack for gardening. Mary's low self-esteem, as previously mentioned, is because of the way her stepmother treats her. She treats her horribly and as if she does not belong in the family. This causes her to isolate herself in the garden and hang out among the plants. And this is why she's gotten so good at gardening and just being around nature. Mary's time around plants has shaped her personality to be both sweet and gentle while being shy and fragile. It is Mary's love for gardening which was the catalyst that set off Katrina and hers relationship. Now, because of Mary's home life and the fact that everyone around her treats her like dirt, this surprisingly energetic and thankful and loving person really touched her, and so she goes and starts telling people about this and about how Katrina told her that she has a green thumb. This will come back in just a moment. It's just nice to see Katrina with another girl character to sort of bond with. I want to be very clear because I know this is supposed to be a bi-reverse harem, that while I think the two girls are just so cute the way they interact with each other, I do not ship them at all. That to me is a sin, and I just want to make sure that that's clear to my audience. But I do get why, if the creator wanted it to happen and wants it to happen, that it makes sense narratively, and just seeing the reactions are cute and priceless. So we cut over to Prince Alan, who apparently is going to be Mary's fiance. And let me just say this, I know that this is supposed to be another time and a different world, but still, it still irks me that the show is already saying that in noble society they're betrothed this young. I know that happened in the Middle Ages, but couldn't you have waited till high school, basically? I mean, that makes it a little bit more normal that they're in dating relationships, but it's like these girls already have their future romance decided for them by their parents or just the political elites, and then they basically just keep these kids around each other, so sort of an artificial love sort of blooms, and it makes them easier to accept their fate. So anyway, to put it mildly, Alan is very jealous of Katrina having a little bit of an inkling of affection from Mary, in which case, to defend his honor, he challenges Katrina to a series of contests, and since he is a gentleman of noble society, he lets Katrina choose the bout. And what does Katrina do? to her namesake in her past life, being called a monkey, she decides to climb trees. So they start a race to see who can get to the top of her favorite tree. 1, 2, 3, go, and guess who wins? That's right, Katharina wins by a landslide, and she is just so funny and smug about it. This process repeats for days, and as he tries to beat her at a rematch, even though they're rivals at this point, there is a sense of kinship and friendship developing as after each bout they begin to talk more, and he actually sits down and eats cookies and tea with Katharina, and it's just really cute and sweet. One day he's going in for another rematch into Katharina's house, and then boom, who is there but his brother? His brother says that he should just give up already, and this goes back to his problem with confidence, as he sees himself as always being second fiddle to his brother, since his brother is the heir to his family's name. He, in technical terms in medieval society, would be known as a spare, even though they don't really play a whole lot into that, but still it's sort of played into that with the fact that his parents see that his brother can do no wrong. However, Katharina, being the kind sport she is, after whipping his butt for about the 100th time, decides to change the bout contest into a piano playing contest. Katharina and Alan take turns playing the exact same song. Katharina does good, way better than I could ever do, and probably a lot of people could ever do, at least at her age. However, when Alan does it, he is literally Beethoven, and it's even so comedic, and he does it so perfectly that a maid who is probably in her 20s puts her hand over her heart and is almost like about to faint, like she's swooning over him like he's a rock star. Both Katharina and Alan's brother congratulate him on his fantastic performance and say that he's really good. Keep in mind, the brother who Alan thinks is perfect and can do no wrong just congratulated him, but Alan so disrespects himself, he runs off saying that he can never do anything right and anything good. Katharina, developing this friendship with Alan, decides to chase after him. There they have a heart-to-heart about how Alan feels like he'll never be good enough for his brother, that his brother is always perfect. And then Katharina, in sort of a comedic way, giggles and snickers in like an evil form of gossip and says, "Oh, your brother ain't perfect. I was working in the farm in the fields and I kept tilling and I came across a snake. I picked it up and I threw it behind me. It landed right in front of your brother and he screamed and ran like a little girl. And before he can respond, she takes his arm, hides behind a bush, takes out a fake toy snake. And Dad, if you ever watch this, you know what I'm talking about. Snakes are bad." She takes the snake and throws it in front of Alan's brother, and while he's looking for her, and he literally screams off running, and she has a good laugh. But oh no, he finds her and he finds the fake snake and he's like, "Katharina?" And she's like, "Yeah, what's this?" And he crumples it up and it's like he's got that evil anime face, and he's like, "You know, because you did this, I'm going to get revenge on you by telling your mom that you were climbing trees." And remember, her mom wants her to be ladylike. So she's like, "No." And as she runs off towards him, trying to convince him not to rat her out, Alan is just laughing hysterically. So she's gotten Keith, and now she's gotten Alan on her side, as well as Mary. So let's review. This episode is basically about confidence and what makes a person confident. Is it their home life? Is it their natural abilities? Is it the people around them? Ultimately, it's self-image. Both Mary and Alan had poor self-image, even though they were both extremely talented. It wasn't until they had a good support system in Katharina and hopefully in Alan's brother, as they start to see the flaws in each other and the strengths in each other and complement each other and really develop into true characters instead of the one-note characters that Katharina, or Japanese girl with a Japanese name in her other life, knew in Fortune Lover. I really just love this. It's just so good. One thing I do want to note about Mary that they did like right in the middle of this whole thing is that they noted that when you play Fortune Lover as the heroine, Mary is actually a sort of nicer version of Katarina. What I mean by that is when the heroine goes after Alan in the game, she doesn't interfere with Katharina, or Katharina doesn't interfere with her. Who interferes with her technically is Mary, Alan's fiance, like I said. However, Mary doesn't get into their way. She just sort of lets things happen and does what's best for Alan. And in the good ending, she just simply accepts that they're an item and bows out and just has a good life. This infuriates Katharina as she sees the whole process as she is also a rival character like Katharina is, and she's such a nice girl. How can Alan just go and do something else? Let's say a prayer. Dear Lord, we thank you for this day. We thank you for everything that you give us, God. Lord, I pray that you'll take people's minds off the craziness as they have watched this, that this will be a stress-free activity, that we'll come together in the comments and discuss the show and discuss what we like and we don't like about it, that we'll all gather around it and just have a great time and just put our minds at ease, Lord. Keep us all safe and sound, and may this channel get lots of views and lots of likes and lots of subscribers. Thank you for another day. In Jesus' name pray. Amen. Also, I want to give a shout out to my 2 new subscribers in the last 30 days. L Boogie Neighborhood PR, which basically does Sonic Dash videos. And then I really wanted to show you Akimi Chikia. She has a Twitter as well, but I subscribe to her, and she's really good. She does anime reviews. She's done one on Toilet Bound Hanako. She does one on Kuri-sama Love. But basically, her voice is so kawaii, and she just does a good job at all her reviews that it's just amazing knowing that she is a more successful YouTuber because of her previous channel. And I can see how that she got lots of subscribers because she is bubbly and she just has a good like AniTuber voice, you know. And speaking of her AniTuber voice, and I know it's her real voice, I want to play a little game with her if she makes it to the end of this video. Miss Akimiya Cheetah, I don't mean no disrespect, but I know you have a little bit of an accent, same as me, but I'm guessing your accent is Swedish. I'm probably wrong. If I'm wrong, go down into the comments and in a way roast something you notice about me. Like, not in a mean way, but just a funny like, hey, this is something that, you know, you do. It's not really mean, but it's something I find interesting. And haha, this is just something about you. A nice little nod to one another since you were kind enough to subscribe me back. And you really just seem like a fun and nice girl that just wants to talk about anime, similar to me. Wow, you made it to the end of the video. Thank you so much. While you're here, why not go to the left-hand corner and go to Emma Chica's Toilet Bound Hanako review. Want more of my life as a villainess videos? Go ahead and click my playlist. Go to the right and hit my little avatar to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching the video, and remember to share and like this video on Twitter. It really helps out the channel.